No special effects, just energy and good old elbow grease. Hi Pinkies! So today we are location scouting. I wanted to film some stuff today out in the park, but it is too dark. So instead we're gonna location scout, and I thought it'd be fun if you came with me. And I also brought my location scouting Stetson. It's way too big for me. Look, I have less control over my eyebrows. I think we got it. Yeah, it's not perfect. It's kind of looks like when you put like a Lego hat balanced on top of a Lego hairpiece. Okay, so let's do some frequently asked questions. Why are you in the woods? Why is your hair wet? What scenes are you gonna film in the woods? All right, so I can answer some of those. My hair's wet because I was getting ready to shoot the scenes, and so I took a shower because I always want my hair to look fluffy in the movie. It's no secret that one of the characters in the movie is a gnome played by Mr. Tragic O'Hara, one of my favorite artists and a big inspiration to me.
So I had to buy a new set of sunglasses. That's made me look like the f***ing Undertaker.
His scene takes place in the woods. Part of that scene requires a food item that we did not have on the day of filming. Recently I reshot a lot of that out in one of my favorite state parks. The problem is that the old footage and the new footage do not look like the same forest because they're not the same forest. So today we're looking for a similar set. We need like a rock on the ground, and we need pretty far away trees and some closer. But the area we were at, it was kind of sparse and there was a nice background of trees. So I think you're up to date now. Let's go find some cool stuff in the forest. I really should get out more. It already looks so much different than it did just like a couple days ago when we were here filming some scenes. That's crazy. I filmed the thing here not too long ago. I jumped off this little cliff into like a lot of poison ivy. Currently, I still have resistance to poison ivy, so I'm fine. One of my favorite parts about working on a movie is getting to work with some of my favorite artists. Tragic O'Hara, like I've said, is literally one of my inspirations. That was scary, I was slipped. One of the things I love about coming to the park is finding a time to come when all of the humans are at work or too busy, like going at insane times or at horrible weathers like I did here. Like, it's so muddy today. It's so muddy, which is actually not I actually like it when it's muddy out. I'm not someone who like loves getting dirty, but I love how it looks. Like I wish this were bright enough to film in. If I had enough lights or maybe a camera with a bigger frame, I would be able to film at this like lighting, but this just isn't enough for a film. But coming when no one's around, you know, everyone's at work and it's just you and the forest. There's nothing more meditative than that. Check out this stump. That's like $90 worth of Hobby Lobby accessories if you wanted to make that at home. Look at this tree. It's so like spidery. Oh my gosh, I love that tree. This is another really great spot. It's got these like ridges to this rock. It's very much carved out from whatever water usually comes through here. Very slippery, very scary. I love it. Okay, so I really hate shilling, but in this case, I think it's important to do it. Donuts If I Do is my movie, and I've already talked about it quite a bit in this. Obviously, this is about Donuts If I Do. I can't make money off this movie. That's by design. A lot of the songs that I've used in this movie are copyrighted, and I reached out to Sony and some of the license holders. It just wouldn't make financial sense for me to buy the rights to those songs. I wouldn't make any of my money back, and I'm fine with that. This movie is a piece of art that I wanted to create. On that note, this amazing poster made by my friend Jax is available on Teespring. You can buy it here. It's a really great poster. I fell in love with Jax's work and I asked if he could make a poster for my movie, and he did. and this is his design, and I'm really happy with it. I think it represents the movie really well. He brings on so many interesting influences. I think one of the inspirations for this poster is a very old comedy movie, and I don't know, it's just incredible to me when I get to bring on artists and they draw on their own inspirations and I draw on mine, and so many different ideas can be formed from that. Anyways, I have made the price of the poster $16. I think I make $1.60 off of each poster because this is the first and probably only piece of merchandise that I'm going to sell relating to the movie. I really hope that you like this poster and that you like the video. And yeah, thank you for your time. Okay, so it's starting to rain. I think we found our couple different locations. I really only need one of the two, but it was good to find two just in case the one isn't enough. I've also been looking for spookier stuff, and that spider tree and those rocks were both really spooky. To introduce like the idea that something is wrong in the woods, it's good to establish some kind of freaky and unnatural looking thing. Oh man, it's raining. It's raining pretty hard. Okay, I think I might put up the camera. Oh, it looks like it's just kind of drizzling now. Oh no. Oh no, it's very muddy now. Okay, lightning round while it's raining. I'm gonna give you film tips while I run through the rain. As you know, in a lot of movies, the trees in the foreground of a scene sometimes aren't real. When they want to create like natural looking lighting, they'll oftentimes have a super large soft box that's on like ropes tied way above the actors' heads. And then they'll create tree trunks that are just tall enough to be out of frame, so that way it doesn't look like, you know, a clearing. It looks like they're in the forest, which they are in the forest, but not really. We thought about doing that for my movie, but then our money started running out just thinking about it, so we stopped thinking about it. Also, another pro tip for short filmmakers and really low budget movies. The shorter your lens, the better. Short lenses are your friend for a few reasons, but from my experience, they take in more light. You don't have to light things as well as you would with a longer lens. That's not to say that long lenses are without their use. Long lenses can create a lot of like cinematic glory in a scene without like much cost to you. Also, go for a mirrorless camera. Mirrorless cameras take in more light as well. I don't think it's like extremely measurable, but the more light that you can take into the frame, the better. Do not underestimate audio. In any scene, getting good audio can be make or break. A lot of scenes that I have will look really good, but the audio is trash. And so what I've been doing is like revoicing every scene. That's why it was really a good idea for me to be playing all the characters, because at any point in time, I can just re-record something in my room with a good microphone if it doesn't sound good. Or if I want to do a reshoot, all I need is a camera, a tripod, and me, for the most part. That's not actually really true. I have to have camera people for a lot of things. But in theory, I'm ballin'. It's raining so much. Why has it gotta rain like this? I feel like most people are afraid of the rain. I'm not afraid of the rain. Some people say like, be careful, don't drive in the rain, it's not safe, why don't you just stay overnight? No, I actually like driving in the rain better than driving without the rain. Partially because less people are out on the road. Keep your camera equipment as clean as possible, and always bring like a couple lens wipes just in case, because you never know what's gonna happen on set. The day that we filmed some of the sword fighting, we had to film that outside in the rain, and you would have thought, uh-oh, the rain destroy your lenses. That wasn't really the problem. Before that, we filmed some stuff in the grocery store, and I changed out the lens in the grocery store. And I had my lens in this like leather bag that I hadn't cleaned yet. Like I had never washed a leather bag, right? You don't think to wash a leather bag. But a bunch of dust got on the lens, on the interior, and on the sensor of the camera, and for the rest of the day, it was there. So a lot of those shots have little specks on them that I had to clean out in post. I had two sayings while filming. One, the best editor in the world can't fix bad footage. And two, when I was editing, all footage is usable. They contradict each other, but they end up giving you a better product. You gotta lie to people, even when those people are yourself. Check out this creek. One of my favorite things that we've shot so far on the movie was on this tree. And a lot of movies, when they want to shoot like water reflections on something, they use mirrors, and sometimes they'll just have a screen that has a picture of water and it'll be bright enough to get the reflection on a tree. We were really lucky that there's enough light here that just naturally there's these water reflections up on the tree. That's one of those things that was like so magic that we were able to capture it, because you know, you have to use some really interesting techniques to get that on film sometimes. There's another shot where I jump from here to here, and it was a lot more impressive then because the water was higher, but I'll do it again for you. No special effects, just energy and good old elbow grease. Heck yeah. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you for hanging out with me and going into the woods. That was pretty fun, I thought. Bye, Pinkies!